Over time, many civilizations continued to make boats and add to the advancements of their predecessors, which is why we have the boats we do today. The Egyptian civilizations were the first to create and use boats. The Egyptians built long, narrow boats powered by oarsmen, but then in the next 1,000 years, cotton-made sails were used to help boats go faster with less work required. The Greeks then built very large ships with 2 masts. Ancient Romans were known, shipwise, as rulers of the Mediterranean. They built the large merchant ships of the time, over 180 feet long and 40 feet wide. The Vikings started building long ships, over 80 feet long and 17 feet wide. Over time, civilizations continued to make boats and add to their advancements of their predecessors. Archimedes' principle states that a body immersed in a fluid is buoyed up by a force equal to the weight of the displaced fluid. This principle explains the buoyancy of ships and other vessels in water. This applies to both floating and submerged bodies and to all the fluids. The parts of the boat are the starboard, bow, stern, hull, and port. The port is the left side of the boat and the starboard is the right. The bow is the front and the stern is the rear. The hull is the body of the boat, which is the part that holds the boat's contents such as cargo and or people. My boat was designed with a slanted part in the front and the back in order to cut through the water. To make this design, I cut the shapes I wanted the pieces of my barge to be, and then I hot glued them together. If there was a hole in between the pieces that I glued together, allowing water to get in the hull of the boat, I used more hot glue to seal the hole. When I tested my boat with 1 ounce force, my required freight rate was 0.24. With a force of 2 ounces, it was 0.35, and with a force of 3 ounces, it was 0.45. My barge was the best out of the other members in my group when a force of 1 ounce was added. This was because my barge was able to hold a lot of cargo and had the lowest required freight rate. Although my barge was the best with 1 ounce, this was not the case for 2 or 3 ounces. This has something to do with the construction of my boat compared to everyone else's, and how much cargo mine held compared to theirs. The required freight rate of a barge affected by the shape and the size of my boat and how much cargo was held inside had to do with this.